Hello, my name is Higon. Abnian Saisi HornbillTV. Ida Nagamis News Roundup Chennai Dua. Zinio Gas Service Timobur Tajen Aurote Thagabra Nudun Indian Composite Cylinder introduced Cruise when it said in there. Fiberglass case cylinder do Timobur first time launch Cruise. Recently, Gohima Devi launch Cruise. Fiberglass case cylinder la benefits Pishase Utawole Halka Aro Korkan Julia Dam Devi Napudiole Laga Hisapte Bonashe. Ido bode kiki ase IB detail report sawo reporter sungmo lore.
The difference to bishi ase. Actually, it's like the outer casing is made totally rubberized ko in layman's term there. Easy explanation ko le. But it's all fiber made. So in the thing is like it is very lightweight. All right. Number one, it's very lightweight. And of course, there's a difference in the capacity also. Like the old one used to have a capacity of 14.2, no? Whereas this new fiber encased cylinder will carry a weight of almost just 10 kgs. So that's the difference also. And the body in itself is 6.6 to 6.5, like that's an approximate. So total you are looking at around 16.6 to 16.5. The whole total weight, whereas the old one has the gas weight of 14.2 and itu lagadu the steel body will have almost say on an average will be around 16 to 17 kgs. So you're looking at an average of 29 to 31 kgs bitore. So that's a difference. It's the weight is cut completely by half. So it's like this advantage is like for women folk, housewives can karne, ladies can karne, especially for them it is very easy to handle, to carry also. Na? Even if they live on the first or second floor also, it's very easy for them to carry it. It's very safe relatively because like I said, the body is all encased. Unlike its steel counterpart, God forbid, it has a tendency to explode when there's a fire. Na? So you have so many explosions because of the gas. But the thing is, this cylinder, it will just melt off. So, the gas will just come out and the body will just melt off. So, any melt create time to do, any explosion to not they can exchange. Say if they have a double cylinder connection, they can exchange one of their cylinders for this new composite cylinder also. Say they have to pay a security amount that comes up to around 3,350, which is completely refundable. No, it will be refundable back to them, and the like I said, the refill will be around 700 rupees. In more ways, it's if you're looking at the rolling instances, it's cheaper. It's cheaper for this thing because there's a difference in weight, there's a difference in pricing also. And since it's new, it'll relatively be a very fast change for people. But then, yes, if any of the consumers, of anyone for the matter who wants to know more about this, you can always check out the IOCL website, or you can always come and visit our agency. We are very honored by that the IOCL has chosen us to be the first distributor in Dimapur to introduce this new composite cylinder. So you can always come visit our agency. It's located in Tajin Road, Churches Colony.
Zinio gas service kan prajagali itu fiber glass gas cylinder do tahan launch kurushe aru itu gas cylinder la advantages ekta pal ekta ki ase kole itu bishi lightweight ase itu maiki kan specially tahan itu thuruli purana la do phari ase to itala itu bishi light ase tahan itu aramba thuro paro maiki han oliwe aru itu ekta taila safe pi ase itu fire breakouts kan hadam di itu khor khan na juliwo itu dangor explosion ho itu taila ma juti itu pahar di itu tahan plastic cover ase itu melt hoina ina itu bishi safe la ekta ina ase to itu naglende ate itu first time ani ase aru itu Zinio gas agency di ase to apnian itu purana han itu cholawo munja khan bi purana han itu gas cylinder exchange kurina itu loina cholawo pare itu ase jila khobor moi se reporter sungmo with camera person Keto for HornbillTV.
Chasal June laga moina de Chumukirima town council bra ekta challenging establish kude dakan Chumukirima town ge no litter zone hoigina announce krise Edu Nishna Hornbill TV bra chumukidima laga EAC secretary ge kotha krishe aro hudishe taikan no litter zone implement kuriadu kimandak successful ase aro kiki steps loina ase edu kan bi hudishe IB details reporter ke Christiano ki holo de chanu.
Our Chumakidima Town Council, taking into consideration the amount of littering and throwing of waste that takes place on our highways and our, small little colony streets and all that, we decided to have sort of a policy that just bans littering completely, especially along the national highway stretch, the 4-lane national highway stretch within Chumakidima Town jurisdiction. And we came up with this policy in the month of June 2021, and it's been going on ever since. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say that this no litter zone that was implemented just last year, do you say that it has been a success, or how is it going about, and how are you going about after implementing it, the work, and who is taking charge of all of this?
To call it an absolute success right now would be quite immature, but frankly speaking, we have seen some tangible changes, especially amongst the traders along the National Highway 29. But what we're actually going for here, I mean, we completely understand that, having a no litter zone policy or, banning people from littering, throwing waste cannot be done overnight. We're thinking more in terms of a behavioral change amongst our general public, our fellow citizens. Coming to Chumakidima Town, we have seen some success in this, especially amongst the traders who've now become a bit more aware that they're supposed to maintain the premises, that they're supposed to have clean surroundings. We have formed anti-litter squads where every squad is headed by our market inspector, and these squads consist of our Chumakidima Chamber of Commerce and our Chumakidima Town Youth Organization, where they go around every now and then checking the establishments, the business establishments along the highway, checking general public from stopping them from littering. And I would say that with the coming of these anti-litter squads in the town, we have seen some amount of change or some success at least. Yeah. We Nagas are not generally, we're not used to keeping our waste to ourselves. If we don't see a dustbin, we don't normally look for dustbins also. When we have a fruity or maybe a lassi or something, we just throw it wherever we are done having them. And that's one of the biggest problems that any town council faces right now. And with the coming of COVID, the use of face mask and disposing of face masks, that was an issue that we faced, because last year when we started our no litter zone policy, we decided to have a comprehensive cleaning of the highway. And amongst the waste that we collected, one of the chief, chief waste that we collected were face masks. Now, that is also one major problem that we're facing right now. And again, this change in our perspective towards littering and waste, that has to come from ourselves only, not government agents or town council staff coming and telling you or scaring you that you shouldn't do this anymore. It has to come from within, and we're hoping that at least what we started now with this policy will be more long-term, and that's not just something that's done overnight. And we're very aware that starting this or sustaining a no-litter policy will be difficult, but we're hoping that it will be a success in the long run at least. Yeah.
Lastly, coming down to this, talking about the no litter zone, you're saying that, to some extent it is successful, and we're also looking forward to it being, successful in the coming days, implementing it well. So would you suggest that even other localities implement this?
Yes, very much. It is a humble request from our Chumbukidima Town Council also. There is a wrong notion, I would say, amongst most people that they think that our Chumbukidima Town jurisdiction stretches from the Chumbukidima checkpost right till places like Purana Bazaar or Patampukri, but that is not so. It ends at IOCL bottling plant at South Mile. So at least within our jurisdiction, we're trying to maintain that. Besides our jurisdiction, the lower stretches along the highway, we've passed some orders under administrative jurisdictions. We've asked the village councils to maintain the stretches, and even these village councils, to some extent, have started their own checks within their jurisdictions. But yes, we would always like to have more of these no-littering policies, maybe lower down the stretches as well. And if they can, in their own way, we're not saying it has to be a blanket thing for everyone. They can come up with their own plans. But if we could have a proper no-litter policy for the entire area, that'd be very good for all of us.
So thank you so much for speaking to Hornbill TV again. To man huni paishe that tahan June la moina June 2021 day to no litter zone la Kedima town de implement kurala to some extent successful hoine ahiase aru tahan itiabi ina work kurine jase aru hopefully tahan ayadin khande hliwi to bhalra ina implement kuri dia nishna sob manui kotha mani ni jaw koine bisas ase aru taira EAC secretary solo ra alak localities can give encourage kwase tangi ina ekta take up kuribi koina itiarni manase moi reporter ki Christinho ke ho with camera person Joy for Hornbill TV.
NICSE is the only institute in Nagaland with super infrastructure and is the largest institute not just in Nagaland but in entire Northeast. General Studies is a major part of the syllabus and needs thorough coverage of history, Indian polity, Indian economy and geography. All GS faculty at NICSE are from Delhi because you deserve nothing but the best. It has top faculties of Nagaland to teach Nagaland aspects. No one else can teach us better about our people and our land. Tests are important. At NICSE, highest number of prelims and mains test series are conducted. We have unmatched track record of best results since 2013. NICSE is soon to be 10 years old in Nagaland.
10 years of success,
10 years of trust,
10 years of service to Naga youth,
10 years of number one.
দেশে COVID-19 pandemic ahia homoy sob activities schools colleges or anganwadi center kan bi bond kurina alag tarika bra services tigina ahia ase ido bor aji Hornbill TV bra social welfare department office Dimapur aro anganwadi center de jagina anganwadi workers kan services kina diase aro anganwadi centers kan bi kiniga ase jangari loise aibi eta detail report sawo reporter aduna logode
Angawadi centers to ekta rural child care center nisna ase bacha kan 0 to 6 years kan nimite yate non formal preschool education activities noilibi supplementary nutritions aro idu immunizations activities alak alak yate bra dikina bachan ke mudut kuriwi laka center ase hulibi aji Hornbill TV yate daro kapatar b laga Angawadi centers te aikana muan diki paise idu Angawadi centers to iku maintain na kurigina Muan dikha nisna itu building kan bi windows kan bi bangai dikina inega khula khuli rakhikina taka muan dikhi pai ase to itu Angawadi centers yate itu laga centers ekla noy alag alag colonies aro busti fale prabi muan itu Angawadi centers kan to maintain na kurigina ine bia hoina letra rakhikina taka muan dikhi pai ase to muan jana nisna pandemic aigina sob alag alag activities schools kan bi bond kurigina taka nisna itu Angawadi centers bi bond kurigina itia 2022 tak pungchina ase huilibi nu centers na hulilebi ekta maintenance kurigina balba rakigina itu bal samoe aya tamde kuligina itu bachagan ke bi activities alag alag dibo nimite rakhiwo lage kintu muan itia dikha nisna iku building to iku maintain na kurina taka digi pai ase tu itu opor main itu pandemic takha time de angawadi workers noilibi angawadi helpers kan itu takan la service aro takan functions kiniga kuriase itu details jankari kuribo nimite moan social welfare department laga officials kan kebi moan hudi sabo kiniga takan service diase aro itu ajikali schools kan bi khula nisna itu angawadi centers kan bi khuli kena kiniga aro takan service dibola ase itu jankari kuribo nimite itia social welfare officials logode janibo
itu আমি হান পেণ্ডেমিক টাইম দে তোলে হয় বাচ্চা খান দইলে ওলাবলে না পারে ঘৰতে থাকে তাই খান বিনা তো অঙ্গনওয়াড়ি ওয়ার্কার্স খান হেল্পার্স খান দইলে ইটো হাউস টু হাউস যায়গে না তাই খান SNP খান হইলিবি কি হইলিবি তাই খান ইটো টেক হোম রাশন খান তো ভাগ কৰি কিনা বেৰাই থাকে এনেকাই বাচ্চা খান গে না ক্লাস তো লবলে না পারে বাট উই হ্যাভ টু গিভ দ্য SNP টেক হোম রাশন খান তো যায়গে না এনে দি থাকে
Angawadi centers bi kitia itu kuli na formally non formal preschools activities kan bi kiniga jawala ase aro kitia suru hobola ase any updates
like we are waiting for order from directorate so as soon as directorate kan bra mi hange eniga start kuribi eniga koise gole to moi kan bi idu preschool kan do khuli lobo para tak jaldi khuli lobo kile mane itia ro schools kan bi sob khuli luise to we also anganwadi khan bi para tak jaldi khuli bole kane itu he bhabana kore ase te itu preschool education dole any in most of the anganwadi centers to khuli ase but in some of the centers bacha khan dole konoba to school jabole lagabi ulai jay so bacha khan ini ekta duita iniga thaka choto bacha khan do ahibo koilibi center de মা বাবা না মা খান নাহিলে তাই খান আহিবলে না পাৰি যায় তাই খান না means like they feel scared or something like that এনেকা নিচিনা হৈ থাকে so in some of the centers ini বাচ্চা খান পাবলে তলপ তিকতাৰি হৈ যায় হলে বি they are trying their level best even the anganwadi workers also they are trying their level best to give this preschool education to all the children
what could major challenges kan kiase
itu laga dalam preschool activity la performance kure laga to main one challenges face kure to the quality of this the education qualification of the workers mainly
yeah
so apart from that the anaram which we call this anaram takan workers can 4500 pass apart from that helper to 25 pass monthly so apart from it salary man kumti holibi workers can do medical can holibi ki ase time lo lage BSc logdi RT logdi no work log bishas mon so comparing other state I think mon nagan now the bishi cooperative ase challenges mean lama moi to focus google mon dhage lawa do tosra state thali do central lagai mon share by workers can be ase dia takan na anaram do Olivi tosar last stage ni here last stage rabi increase kurigen dakan last salary which we call it anaram itula increase kurin ko makan 15000 bi paisa gun ni ase ni kokol kuri shi bole ni thike jay makan koman 12000 bi paisa gun go jay ni gase so I think the incentive plus the qualification of this
anganwadi workers
So I don't blame all the Angawadi workers also. Fortunately, here in Dimapur also, in our project also, there are some MA workers.
MA graduates.
MA so majority of them are BA graduate. So if we could able to increase the government, I think it will be quite helpful to the children and for the department also.
so now Angawadi centers kan visit kurisi bole bisi bakto months up to 3 years down hoina saman kan bi letra hoina thakha kan bi bisi dikhi pai ase so what is the next step the department is going to take over this Angawadi centers
regarding the policy of the department we can't say anything because one of the children has higher up contract and government policy is key as yeah I accepted why kuma kan laga jaga de letter bring daigo ulebi tate ekta problem ase ekta bostu de anga out house laga de construction bring daigo libi Aru ini dur karni be community hall nishna de combine kurigina takam kurege. And this regarding ajikali kiban ki class kan nolagin as we gina kitbi kuya se holibi the workers ite takam laga kiba gure laga do CP gurum dhage community based even tade hygiene laga nahole cleanliness laga nahole vaccination laga covid laga ki laga tade papa amma khan laga loigin gure laga bacha khan ekla loigin gure laga to na CP nishna be kanda gure 2 times you be as apart from the medical khan laga vaccination laga 3 day thaki shukle time kunchi shukle ta khan to village health nutrition and sanitation day that people were medical in collaboration with the medical department vaccine can loy again. So I don't think we can't wish away. Most of the Dimapur district like we do. So not to Dimapur, I don't think that we're lagging behind.
It mostly depends on community participation also. Council khan bra holi bi kun khan bra holi bi tai khan bra bi olop ami khan ado anganwadi workers khan ke cooperation dile eniga hole anganwadi workers khan ami khan itu khan improvement do bishi thakibo because in some bostis any edu ki koi community participation do bishi thake de itu bra anganwadi laga house khan do bishi improvement thake activities khan bi bishi eniga thaki jai na eniga ase.
In some place, in some villages, near not even a graduate pin at
It's not even class 8 pass also, sometimes.
Now that we emphasize about the matriculate for the qualification of these workers and 8 pass of class helper. But in the need of hour is we need to change, I think we need to change the recruitment policy of Anglo workers.
Chege bosti laga under de thaga bia rasta gan 2 sal nishna hoi thaga bishide renovate grid ase tade thaga manukan laga contributions pra bosti de manu 5000 laga opor ase aro jurisdiction laga under de 14 blocks ase idu rasta bhal bana laga project to GB khan aro Chege village council laga initiative ase. Hornbill TV bra ground report ekta de Chege village council chairman Hugavi Jimomige kotha kurise Jani bashe ki rasta do 10 kilometer ke bhi lamba se aru itu majude 6 kilometer do PhD minister Jacob Jimomi bra banai dibole ase. Ekta detail report edula so.
Bhal rasta to ile ekta society ekta civilized society laga ekta sign ase koi aru development to ile rasta bhal thagile juldi ai jai koi kuntu jaga te hoilibi itu nisna aji ami khan ekta Cheke village Chumugidima district, newly from Chumugidima district under the Cheke village take the village council, our citizens can, our public leaders can, sob miligina contribution gurnaite more than 10 kilometers stretch rasta duile takan banaya suise. To ayi amikhan ite ground te ina se ite village council laga vice chairman tailo te amikhan janibo ite la story details te takan itu rasta tu kitebra banawul start se
amikhan bosite development kora tu hunigena awareness nimti ahi da to bishi khushi dia ase amikan council installation to how to ek sal pi hone 10 mahina nishna running ti ja ase kintu very fortunate amikan visionary leader chairman paise tai la mogos daligena bosti ke moram lagya tai nije la bosti nishna babya na manu prai chairman kurbole para prai itu come to ha ase amikan itia village council ha to ek sal pi hona itia come to bishi jaise itia amikan sport te dekha to this is a third phase jase age te block 3 la pi CC concrete kuri dise block 1 2 te pi kuri dise itia itu block 4 ase amikan block 6 ase block 4 laga itu concrete jase itu sob is sor morom pra amikan leader bal pa karni para ase.
Yes, amikan ite village council laga chairman Hukavi Jimomi tai bi amikan note ate ase aru yes sir amikan sources pro huna duile citizens can be contributions can kurisi enega ko bins so amikan janiu paru itu kotha du
হয় सबसे पहला ईश्वर के धन्यवाद दी আছে এইটো ওপৰতে এতিয়া অপৰচুনিটি পাই কিনা এইটো থ্ৰু মিডিয়া মই খান লগা কাম বি দেখাই দিব পাৰে তোলেতো বেছি খুশি পাই আছে এইটো মই লগা ভাইচ চেয়াৰমেন কোৱা নিচিনা ইনিশিয়েল ফাণ্ডিংটো অলপতো ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট পৰা লৈ কিনা বস্তিতে আহিয়া এইটো পইচা লৈ কিনা ব্লক 6টা আছে তো 6টা ব্লক মাজতে মই খান এইটো সব ব্লকতে ছোৱাটো হইলিবি এতিয়া কি পইচা পাতো এইটো লৈ কিনা 4টা ব্লকতে ভাগ কৰিছে 4টা ব্লকতে ভাগ কৰাৰ মতে ব্লক 1 2 3 টো কমপ্লিট হৈছে তাতে ৰেসিডেন্স খান পৰা কন্ট্ৰিবিউশন কৰিছে জিবি খান কন্ট্ৰিবিউশন কৰি কিনা দিছে ভিলেজ কাউন্সিল মেম্বাৰ বি কন্ট্ৰিবিউশন কৰি কিনা দিছে এনেকা হৈ কিনা থ্ৰু দ্য কন্ট্ৰিবিউশন অফ দ্য ৰেসিডেন্স মই খান এইটো 3টা ৰাস্তাটো কমপ্লিট কৰিব পাৰিছে আৰু এতিয়া দিস ইজ দ্য ফৰ্থ অনগোইং ৱৰ্ক ইটো ওপৰতে একটা আৰু মই খান এনেকা ক'বলৈ মন এইটো মই খান লগা অনাৰেবল মিনিষ্টাৰ জেকব এতিয়া গাছ পানী ওৱান লগা মিনিষ্টাৰ আছে মই খান ভিলেজ কাউন্সিল আৰু জিবিএছ খান মই খান লগা ৰাস্তাটো হ'লেতো বেছি বিয়া হোৱাৰ পৰা তাইকে এপ্ৰ'চ কৰিছে তাইকে এপ্ৰ'চ কৰা টাইমতে তাইৰ পৰা একদম হোল হাৰ্টেডলি খুশিৰ পৰা ৰাস্তা লগা কণ্ডিশ্যনটো দেখি কিনা তাই বনাই দিব কৈ কিনা এতিয়া 6 কিলোমিটাৰ্ছ লগা এতিয়া তাই কামটো ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিছে ব্লেক টপিং ৰোড ফ্ৰম গেট 1 টু এগ্ৰি এক্সপো জাংচন তো এতিয়া 1.5 কিলোমিটাৰটো কমপ্লিট হৈছে আৰু ৰিমেইনিংটো হ'লেতো এতিয়া চলি আছে কাম এইটো বি ধন্যবাদটো জনাই দিয়া আছে আৰু এইটো হিচাপতে মই খান পৰ্যটকটো হ'লেতো আৰু বস্তিতে কিমান কোতে ৰাস্তা লগা বনাবলৈ আছে এইটোতো বনাব ড্ৰেইনেজ বনাব এইটো হিচাপতেহে মই খান কাউন্সিলটো এতিয়া চলি কিনে আছে থেংক ইউ
আমি খান এতে চেকি ভিলেজ লগা গাম্বুৰা খান বি আছে আমি খান লতে ইয়াস গাম্বুৰা খান লতি বি লপ কথা জানিব এতিয়া আপনি খান ভিলেজ কাউন্সিল দে মান এনাৰ্জেটিক ভাল ইন্টেলেকচুৱেলছ কাউন্সিল মেম্বাৰ খান থাকা ওপৰতে আপনি লা মনটো কেনেকা আছে এতিয়া
ঈশ্বৰ মৰম পৰা আমি খান না বস্তি দিয়ে কাউন্সিল চেয়াৰমেন ভাইচ চেয়াৰমেন কাউন্সিল মেম্বাৰ সব মিলি কিনা আমি খান গাম্বুৰা 3জন আছে 3জন লোক মিলি কিনা এইটো বস্তিতে ডেভেলপমেণ্ট কি হ'বলৈ থাকিছে তাই খান লগা দিমাগ পৰা ওলাই কিনা আমি খান লগত শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি কিনা এনেকা ৰাস্তা বিনিকা বনাব কৈ কিনা এইটো হিচাপতে আমি খান ব্লক 6তে 6টা ব্লক আছে 6টা ব্লকতে এতিয়া চেয়াৰমেন কোৱা নিচিনা এতিয়া 3টা ব্লকটো বনাই আহি কিনে এতিয়া ব্লক 4তে এইটো ৰাস্তা বনাইছে সব মিলাই কিনে বনাইছে কৈ জানাই দিছে
আমি খান এইটো ৰিপৰ্ট কৰিলে চেকি ভিলেজ জুমুগিডিমা ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্ট পৰা লোৱা আছে মই ৰিপৰ্টাৰ জীৱন ৰয় উইথ কেমেৰা পাৰ্চন CA ভিলে
এটা কাৰণে মানি আছে আৰু আলাগ আলাগ খবৰ কাৰণে আপুনি চাই থাকিবি হৰ্নবিল TV